The following program contains graphic language, which may be offensive to some viewers.
Now I have a machine gun. Ho, ho, ho. Three, two.
You're such a dickhead.
Every time.
Every fucking time you do that, John. Every week you're like 5, 4, 3.
You didn't say 2 or 1.
Oh, you don't say 2 or 1.
Every time you did that last episode too.
Yeah, I know,
Love
man.
you, Joe.
It's a runner, man.
Merry New Year!
Merry New Year!
Merry New Year!
This is Christmas episode. Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding. Ding, ding.
And Merry and High.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah.
Have a happy Hanukkah.
Kwanzaa.
Kwanzaa. What is Kwanzaa? No? Just fucking crickets, yeah? Thanks, guys.
Let's find out.
Another Christmas.
Someone here, who's Kwanzaa for? Do you know? Does anybody know? I don't know.
Predominantly black folks.
Is it? But for what though? What are you celebrating? Not you.
Celebration of African culture.
Okay.
December 26th to January.
Well, happy Kwanzaa. Happy Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Hanukkah. What other shit goes on this time of year? Ramadan is different, right? That's like a new thing.
Yeah.
That's a different thing.
Yeah, so it's usually when you're
Well,
fasting.
either way, Merry Christmas from the Delinquents to you guys, and I hope everyone gets all the presents that they want to get, and gets to eat well. I'll eat well. I'm sure you will too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Hercules!
We spent time with the family and spent time with us. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule during this period, this holiday period, and spend time with us whilst we chat shit, verbally abuse each other and yourselves.
Your mother got a mouth in the back of her neck and the bitch chew like this.
Yeah. So I think we were trying to figure out what we were going to make this episode about.
So
We
look,
weren't too sure. We were going to maybe talk about Christmas films, and I watched the Christmas film last night, by the way. It was called There's Something in the Barn.
Oh, I want to see that.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's not
I
bad.
want to
Yeah, it's
see that.
I watched it with my fucking child.
You're a problem. You're a real problem.
Yeah.
Now I've seen the trailer.
No,
so that
dude,
is
it's
not
okay.
one-
It's good. It's all good. It's kind of like Gremlins
Alright, cool.
in the 90s. So it's like you could watch Gremlins with a kid and maybe slightly like psychologically hurt them, but they were okay because it was Gremlins.
Actually, that
And Gremlins is a Christmas film.
it is.
yeah, it is a Christmas film. Bloody
Well,
hell.
actually, what did you ask us before we turned on the camera, Joe? What do you class as a Christmas movie?
yeah.
It, for me, I'm very simple.
I'm not a smart man.
It needs to either totally take place at Christmas, and like if it needs to totally take place at Christmas, or it needs to have like a pivotal moment that takes place at Christmas.
Right. Okay. So like,
Like Die Hard is a Christmas movie. The whole
Yeah.
movie takes place at Christmas Eve.
yeah.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
But technically Prometheus is a Christmas movie.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Because
that
it takes
because
place like
there's a Christmas tree on the ship.
It's Christmas.
Need the holidays to show time is still moving.
On Christmas Day, I think it is.
Yeah, I
They're
think it
you're
is, yeah.
Oh well, today or tomorrow's
I
Christmas.
still stand by. I say Lethal Weapon is better than Die Hard as a Christmas film.
You want to see crazy? I'll tell you. Now that's a real badge. I'm a real cop, and this is a real fucking gun.
Sorry to say.
Ooh, that's. I don't know. That's fighting words, man.
I think no, I don't think they're fighting words. I just think it's, you know, when you look at Die Hard, because Die Hard takes place. Essentially, Die Hard takes place in the moment. The whole movie takes place in one night, right? So it's just like you feel like you're in the moment. There is
Right.
Lethal Weapon takes place over the 12 days of Christmas.
yeah. Is it 12 days?
Well, let's
But
assume.
yeah, because
Let's
I
assume.
thought it was like 2 weeks. Well, actually no.
12 days,
Yeah, 12
motherfuckers.
days.
Jesus Christ.
Well, like
2 working weeks, 5
Yeah.
days.
Yeah.
Actually, it
Well,
does
you're
take
right,
place
yeah.
over the course of 12 days of Christmas.
Yeah.
I actually don't know that to be a fact. I don't know if Joe wants to do his job and fact check it or anything.
Because I want you to do your fucking job.
You didn't ask me to.
Hey Joe.
Sure.
Goddamn, man. What the fuck you doing in there, huh? That ain't what you supposed to sing. Now, you know better than that. You know you got to sing this motherfucker the way I told you to, right?
What do you want me to do? You want me to look at the camera or do this?
Ooh,
Spicy.
shit.
Dissension amongst the
Oh,
employees.
shit.
That's fucking irreverent. Don't believe what I just heard.
Hey, Spider, here. Yeah, this is for you. Attaboy.
I got respect for this. He's got a lot of fucking balls. This kid. Good for you. Don't take no shit off nobody.
Listen, don't fucking forget what Ike Turner did to. You want to be up your back up against a fish tank, bro?
Anime bullet.
Oh, bloody hell.
Was it? Oh god.
This ain't a limousine, bruv, yeah?
Right.
Well, you can start fighting back, okay? Like,
Is that what you got?
That's your best shot. Huh? You can't do no better than that? Come on.
that's a great movie.
What do you want me to find out?
How? What is the time frame?
What's the time? Yeah,
Lethal
what's the
Weapon
time
takes
frame
place in?
that when Lethal Weapon takes place?
Okay.
Like the time scale. Whilst you do that,
Yeah.
you were making your point. Go ahead.
Yeah, but like films that are Christmas films versus things that take place at Christmas. Because I said, when people, you know, the obvious, the big one is people saying Die Hard's not a Christmas movie, right? Where someone, not myself, but someone pointed out, they said, well, if Die Hard's not a Christmas movie, neither is Home Alone.
Hey, you shut your face!
Ooh,
Because they're
interesting.
both the same movie. They
Which
are
one came out first?
Die Hard. Die Hard
Sure.
was in the 80s. And
Okay.
Yeah, because they are exactly, literally, Die Hard or Home Alone is Die Hard for children.
I made my family disappear.
Yeah.
Same protagonist. The protagonist has an argument or a disagreement with a family member, finds himself alone, having to defend their surroundings against thieves.
This is my house. I have to defend it.
My money's still on. I'll be honest with you. My money's still on Kevin McAllister.
What, over John McClane? Of course.
Yeah.
You know.
Is that special? There's that really like funny meme, and it's like, who'd win in a fight between Kevin McAllister or the Predator?
Oh,
and it's like how
how
long-
much prep time does Kevin have?
How much prep time does Kevin have? Because I reckon Kevin's a kid. Like, if you watch that film now, like, Kevin's a bit of a genius, bro.
Look, he pulled out stuff that adults can't pull out now. It's like Kevin McAllister's behavior of building that trap house or building the house of traps in Home Alone 1, and even in Home Alone 2. Those first two, those Kevin McAllister films, like, that's some Batman-esque shit.
Yeah,
Right.
for sure.
Like the way he does it is like, it's like how were the pyramids made? Like,
Have you seen a film called You're Next?
not yet. I'm dying to see it. I really
Yes,
want to see
bro.
it, but I haven't seen
That
it
is
yet.
like Home Alone on steroids, man. That's
There's
good.
Goldberg in this film.
In
Huh?
what?
Goldberg. You're
Oh, right, I get it. He's making
Oh.
a WWE joke.
I like that.
dum.
You know what's horrible is that somebody ruined the "You're Next,"
Who?
not the film, but that Goldberg "You're Next," because it was like, it's just a post where Goldberg's like looking at. I think at the time I was watching it, he's looking at like who was it? He was looking at Dolph Ziggler. And he's about to have a match with Dolph Ziggler, and he's just beat the shit out of somebody. And he's like, "Guess what, son? You're next."
Guess what, son? You're next.
And then, like, the caption reads above it is like, "When you open the door and this person's piping your wife. And then he looks up at you and he's just like, guess what, son? You're next. It's like,
Ooh,
so,
yeah.
Bro, if I came home and Goldberg was pounding my missus, I'd be like, would you like a cup of tea?
Sir,
Need a beverage?
He's like, sir, your forehead is ever so slightly.
Let me dab that off for you.
Yeah.
Timmy goes, no, don't disturb yourself. It's fine.
It just finished.
It's okay. You just finish what you're doing. No problem. Let me get you a beverage so that when you're done, you don't too parched.
It's like, do you want a bathrobe? Do you want it folded? Do you want it heated? So just when you're done, get dressed, right?
Yeah, dude, he's a scary dude. You know what? I watched just speaking on like kind of like very similar situations, right? Like I watched this video of this dude. Do you know who Zeb Judah is?
Yeah,
the boxer.
Zeb Judah.
Yeah, that's it. The boxer, right?
Stupid.
So he, like, some guy was like talking shit about him on YouTube videos, right? And like in the comment section, and like Zeb Judah found him and like went to his work, right? And with a camera crew and shit, walked into this guy works in like a shoe store or whatever. Walked to his like fucking camera, walked into it with a camera crew in, and offered him out. And we're like, you were chatting shit about me being a shit boxer, blah blah blah. Let's go outside and let's sort the shit out. And the dude was bricking it, right? As you would be, yeah. He was bricking it, and like, and Zeb was obviously never gonna beat this guy out, right? He was just putting him on blast, right? So he's telling him like, "Yo, you shouldn't be talking shit. Like, watch who you're talking about because you know you never know, right?"
My bad, bro. For real.
Ain't nobody else that winning all the belts but Zeb. You gotta give him respect for that. You understand?
So respect, bro. I know next time.
All right, it's all good.
Relax. Before I speak, man. Think before I speak.
And I was watching. I'm like, you know what, man? I'm gonna have to take that L. Like, if it was me.
He was like,
I'm like, all right, cool, let's go, because I can't let you bitch me out like that.
He was like, I'd rather take the knockout. I'd rather take the knockout than just have people just like making a meme of me, just like, when you act tough online.
Yeah, I know, dude. It's just no way I'm gonna let you bitch me out like that. I'm gonna like win, lose or draw. If you squabble and you get down, that's gangster. As far as I'm concerned, if you're willing to like scuff, and get down to fight for whatever it is you're fighting for, that's gangster, and you have my respect, right? It's very same like people who get in the UFC ring, right, or any ring, and then they fight, and if you fight and you lose, bro, you still have my respect, because getting out there,
getting into it.
It takes a lot of fucking guts. And when I was that guy, I'd be like, yo, I'm about to get fucking knocked out by Zeb Judah. He's gonna kill me, but fuck it.
I got a bird. His name is Ronnie. Well, tell Ronnie you got knocked the fuck out.
Right? Because I can't let my kid see that on the internet and know that his dad was a bitch.
That is what we call a bitch slap. A bitch slap for a bitch.
Like, you're just not bitching me out like that. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna take my L because I know I'm gonna lose, but I'm gonna go out on my shield.
Come back with your shield, or on it.
That's right, son. That's right.
Yeah. You know what? I've seen a number of times that's happened with boxers. It never happened. I've only seen it happen with boxers, right? So there was the Zeb Judah one. There was one time where this was instantaneous. It happened with Anthony Joshua.
Oh, is that the one in the apartment?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For those who don't know.
Tell people that story for those who don't know.
He was training for a fight and he went to like a university to train because they had accommodation that he could stay in and they had the facilities he needed. So he was training there, and some of the students were in like student halls and they saw him and they were like in a balcony on the 4th floor or whatever, and they're like, "Oh, you're afraid of Tyson Fury."
Daryl. Children, that's not very nice. Mom, they're professional athletes. They're used to this sort of thing. It rolls right off their backs.
Oh, you got knocked out in your last fight. Was saying all this crud, whatever they were saying, all the shit that they thought they could get away with because they're 4 floors up. He was like, "Oh, okay, cool, no problem."
He's like, "I don't need a fob to get into this door."
Walked up, and then obviously I'm like, "You're Anthony Joshua. If I'm the concierge in a building and I see you, I'm flicking the door open, right? I haven't done anything to upset you. Then you're like, knock, knock, knock. Can I come in? I'm like, click, come on in.
Yeah,
right?
100%.
And then he goes in, he goes to the floor, he gets into the apartment, and the video is just of him by himself, just cussing out these 4 kids. He's not really cussing them out, but he's just saying to them, listen, watch your tone, watch your mouth, because you could get knocked out here.
Remember you running your mouth, because when I bring people up here and I start cracking your glass drawers, none of you will like it. When your drawers start breaking, people start chasing you out of this uni, none of you will like it. Watch your mouth, because you don't know who you're talking to sometimes. I'm not with all of these games, so just, be careful of what you say.
I'm the heavyweight champ, man.
Yeah, and he's like, he put the fear of God into them. And
people got mad at him.
Yeah, people got mad at him. But I think that's the problem with generational gaps nowadays.
If that happened in the 80s, no one would say a word.
Look, it happened, not even in the 80s, it happened around 10 years ago. I can't remember who it was. I think he was a professional football player and retired from football to then pursue a career in boxing. I'm not saying he got very far because I don't remember his name, right? But some guy was talking the most shit on Twitter. He's like, oh, you failed as a footballer, you're gonna fail as a boxer, you're not great, and he was hiding behind his internet profile, his Twitter,
anonymity of the internet.
Yeah. And what happened was the guy was like, I'm gonna find you and I'm gonna come and see you and we're gonna see what happens when I do.
I will look for you. I will find you. And I will kill you.
And when he's nowhere to be found, the guy's chatting shit. And this is one of the good and bad things about the internet. People who knew this guy doxed him.
Oh, doxing, by the way, for people that don't know what that means, is when you all your personal details get released on the internet.
Break yourself! Give me your goddamn number! Come on!
So, for example, let's say you're in a thread on a comment section and you're chatting shit, and then somebody else finds out, they're like, I know who John Smith is, this is his address, this is his details, and you get doxed, right? And that's why but your dox is in documents, so it's doxed.
That's what Sniper Wolf was doing to that guy, wasn't she?
That guy, right?
That's
what happened is this guy, because the boxer was like, anybody who knows this guy, let me know. And then people were like, yeah, of course.
You know what that's called? That's called flesh hunting. That's what it's called in China. It's called a
flesh hunting.
Yeah, it's called a flesh hunt. So when somebody chats shit on WeChat or whatever, or their version of I can't remember what their no, because they also
Twitter
have a TikTok version. It's called Zaidu or something. I can't remember what it's called, but they, if somebody chats shit on there, they don't like you. They call it a flesh hunt. So in China, they're people were like, oh, I know this guy. His name's whatever, Lai Wao, whatever the fuck it is. And then they'll put your details out and shit, man. It's pretty dark.
Yeah, but that's but it's dark when it's in that serious, horrible way. In this way, when it was just people just releasing the information, and he was coming and he started making his way, and he was like, oh, this guy lives in Birmingham, and whatever city is or town is close to Birmingham, the guy was like, all right, cool, I'm making my way there.
I'm coming for you.
And he just hopped in the van. I think he was had 1 or 2 people with him, but it was just so people to witness what happens. He went down there, and then he was getting closer. He's like, all right, I'm in Birmingham. Where is it? And he was like, oh, it's on this street. He made his way to this street, and as he's getting closer and closer, the guy who was chatting all this crud long beforehand, his tone changes.
Protect and watch over me as a shepherd watches over his flock.
Right? Now that he knows the guy is coming, he's like, nah, leave it, allow it. Leave me alone. Forget it. It's all jokes. It's all banter. And then when the guy gets to his front door, and he's like, dun, dun, dun. The guy's just like, I'm not opening the door. I'm sorry. Everything I said, forget it. Please leave me be.
The big bad wolf right outside.
Yeah.
And I just you see, it's in moments like that where I'm like, those need to be made available to every person in public. Those need to be on the news, they need to be on Twitter, they need to be everywhere, so that people can see it. Because I believe it was Mike Tyson who said everybody deserves, well, everybody's got a plan until they get punched in the mouth. Right? And that is true, because I like, there's too many kids out there who chat shit online, play video games, or, you know, and I'm like, you know what? If somebody humbles you on a video game, accept it. And if they humble you and they're talking crud, you face them, you lost. You don't have to be you can be a sore winner, right?
Loser! You're a loser!
Be a good winner.
There's nothing wrong with being a sore winner. Let's face it. There needs to be heroes and villains in every story. There's nothing wrong with being a sore winner. But
I'm a sore winner. I'm fucking, you know, right? You know for a fact, because there's a guy who we both know who is fuck it. I'm gonna give a little bit of this story real quick.
Alright, run him.
Alright, so prior to me and Neil hooking up to do this part, this is my Christmas gift to you.
My gift to you.
Right? Christmas time, baby. Alright, so do you know what? Hold on. I'm gonna let you finish your point. I'm sorry, I don't want to interrupt. Let you finish your point.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is that it's nothing. I don't care if somebody's a sore winner. I will obviously teach. If I have children, I will teach them, don't be sore winners.
Sweep the leg.
But sometimes you gotta give it to people. And when you watch like the great ones, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Muhammad Ali, you know, some people, and you're like, you hail them. Some of them, there's times when you needed to be a sore winner. And I'm not opposed to sore winners, right? Under the right circumstances. You talk crud to me before the match, the fight, the game. If I annihilate you, I'm gonna be a sore winner.
Don't showboat around the mountain.
Say it. Say her name. Say it!
Yeah. I'm like, I will. You say what you gotta say. I will murder you in whatever field that you need to be murdered in, and then I will laugh at you when I'm done. Now, please regale us with this tale.
All right, this is my Christmas gift to everybody else. Right, to all of our subs and people watching. Right, so the Delinquent Chronicles, version 1. This is what you're seeing is version 2. Delinquent Chronicles version 1, which in fact the episodes don't exist anymore because they're deleted. But there were 2 episodes filmed. One here, one at Joe's house. The premise was still the same. Joe was our producer. And I originally wanted to ask Neil. But Neil lived too far away. But Neil makes this sacrifice every week to come here for you guys and for us, and I'm very grateful. I didn't think of asking Neil because I was like, that's unreasonable to ask, right? So I had asked another dude that I know, who is also a really good friend of mine, who I'm not going to name no names.
Captain Dickhead.
But he knows who he is because he is watching this right now. And we're actually really cool now. And in fact, like this story has like a happy ending, right? But just to preface this, he and I have been friends for a very, very long time and had a bit of a falling out about 13, 15 years ago, give or take, right? And over some dumb shit, just dumb, guys being guys, posturing, talking shit, we fell out, whatever. And then he hit me up and was like, oh dude, are you up for like being friends again, essentially? Like, are we still beefing? And I was like, no, we're not beefing, we're good. So we kind of like fixed that. And then in the concept of like building the conception part, inception is the right word, right? Inception. Yeah. In the inception stages of this podcast, I was like, okay, I'm gonna ask Neil. Now Neil will never do it. Thank you, Neil, by the way. for doing this, because I need to just put this out there. This podcast does not work without Neil.
And it does not work without him.
Okay, Neil's like such and Joe. They're such integral parts. Yeah, I appreciate that, but
Thank you.
I still think that you guys are such integral parts of this process, and like I often don't say it enough, but I really do appreciate that you guys like take time out of your week every week to come and do this with me, because like I love you guys, man. Like no homo, you know.
Gay.
No homo.
So like
Back boy, that's like 2001.
that's it, man. You gotta say just throw no homo, and if I love these guys, right?
That was beautiful.
So anyway, we were gonna do it, and we had arranged that Joe was gonna let us use his crib.
Yo, what up, man? It's your boy Bow Wow. Welcoming y'all to my crib, you know what I mean?
And we're gonna do it at his place. And because Joe's got this pretty cool backdrop as well that I wanted to use at the time, but Joe was cool, so he was gonna let you use his place, and we were gonna do it at Joe's. So this guy and me and Joe did our first episode. It was actually it wasn't that bad, right?
Yeah, it was for the first episode. It was fine. Yeah,
it was good.
yeah. So it's always a testing run when you do a first
Yeah.
episode. What is the show?
So it was okay. And then we thought, okay, we'll do a second one. And one of my main things with this guy is I said to him, like, dude, commitment. That's all I'm asking you to do. I will do the editing. I will do all the heavy lifting. All you gotta do is turn up. He was like, cool, bet. And I kept saying to him, like, I know you're a bit flaky, so I need you to turn up. And he was like, dude, you don't need to keep telling me. And I'm like, it's important. Sorry, go on.
No, I'm just laughing.
He's laughing.
Like, I know you can be flaky.
I know you have the ability of being flaky, yeah. So anyway, next episode, he comes to mine, we film it, all good. That's 2 episodes in the can, 2 hours, right, of this Delinquent Chronicles. At that point, we had no name, we didn't know what we were going to call it, but we knew we wanted to do something. Joe was involved. It was okay, and this guy lives local to where we live, so the transport was really straightforward, right? Because I know if the more strain on this guy, the more difficult it would have been for him to be there. Whereas, like, you know, really and truly my first choice being Neil, and look at the strain this guy does, and he does that shit on point every week on time, right? Anyway, so I'm trying to make it work with this other guy, and then the night before we're due to film, and I have this thing about, like, just be straight with me. If you can't do something, no problem. So the day before we're due to film, I'm sitting playing video games, and then this guy pops on online, and he starts playing video games with me. And he's had a few to drink, and then he starts talking smack.
Hey, if it isn't Fart-Face Jones. What's up, party pants? Bring it on. You can have the first punch right here. I could eat a box of cookies for dinner if I want to. What, can you do that? No, because you're a fart-faced kid.
Right? So the best way I can put it. He starts talking smack about Tekken, the game, Tekken 7, right? Starts talking smack like oh dude, I'm gonna fucking destroy you now. Mind you, my girlfriend, my fucking wife, my missus, he's sitting next to me, and she can hear everything, right? And he's going on like how he's gonna destroy me on game chat.
I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man.
And then another friend of ours, right, jumps onto the game chat. Oh no. Jumps onto the game chat, and he's talking shit with my other friend, saying how he's gonna kick my ass. Now, Joe, you have played me on Tekken.
Oh yeah.
Would you like to give the world a quick assessment on my skills?
He is arcade grade, Asian level. Good.
I can hold my own at the game, right?
Yes.
I'm pretty good at the game. So anyway, so this guy, he's talking a lot of smack. And mind you, we're still friends, but I'm like, okay. So I make a wager with him. I say, okay, I bet you 100 Great British pounds.
$1 million.
That I will beat you at this game. And he's all too happy to take up this offer. To the point where I actually give him points on the actual bet. So I say, if you can beat me 5 times, not even in a row, just 5 times.
It's like first to 10.
Yeah, if you can beat me 5 times, then I will give you £100. But if I can beat you 10 times, you pay me £100. I was even willing to give him a head start. I was like even willing to say, you take 2 extra wins. So really and truly, you only have to beat me 3 times, and I will give you £100. Bro, when I tell you we played, and I said to him, I don't want to hear no excuses, no bullshit, no nothing. I don't want my LAN cable disconnected, there's no lag, there's no nothing. I don't want to hear none of it. He was all too happy to take me up on my offer. So we played, and we played 3 games. And in those first 3 games, he did not win a single round.
Pathetic.
And I was very sore as a winner. I was talking a lot of smack. And my girlfriend warned him. She was like, you don't want to do this. Like, she was telling him on chat, like, this is not a good idea. He's very good at this game. He's like, no, I'm gonna fucking beat you. Like, talking some real smack.
That's like the wife of the opponent going to the challenger saying that, I don't think you should do this.
You know what? That's like Rocky. It's like Adrian walking over.
You can't do
like Adrian walking over to Clubber Lang and be like, listen, I know what you did in the first fight. You don't want this. This is not that fight, right?
Yeah.
Mickey's not here. Just drop the belt.
It's what she says to. It's what she's saying to.
To Rocky in
Rocky.
You can't win.
Yeah, you can't win.
You can't win.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
It's suicide.
So he's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna... Anyway, so I beat him, and I'm talking smack. I'm talking 90s smack.
Come here prepared to fight a madman, and instead you found a god?
Like real, like when you bust a dude on an arcade stick.
Yeah.
When you're playing on the arcade and someone's like, I got next, and then you fuck them up and you talk all manner of shit. That's what I'm doing to him. While I'm beating him, as we're playing, I'm like, I'm gonna kick you in the face now and then make that a reality. I'm warning him about what I'm about to do to him, and then I still do it, and then I tell him, how is it I've warned you, and you still did nothing?
You will do nothing because you can do nothing.
And then he was like, and then he just cut out. Disappeared, fell off the grid. In that, he like disconnected.
Yeah, rage quit.
And I was laughing. I was like, I can't believe. So I tried to call him. He didn't answer the phone. I tried to... And then he came back online like maybe 20 minutes later. And then he's like, oh no, dude, like my LAN cable disconnected. I said, you know what? That's not a problem. Guess what? So this happened on the Saturday. We usually film on a Sunday. So I was like, you're coming around mine the following day. We can run it back. And there ain't no connection issues because I got 3 controllers. You can pick whichever one you want. And at that point, I had the Sony controller for the Spider-Man collection.
Yeah.
So I was like, and that wasn't even open yet because at the time this didn't even that I'd gotten the controller, but the game hadn't come out yet, so I hadn't opened the controller. And I was like, I'll even give you the brand new controller to play, so there's no excuses.
Nothing.
On you saying nothing works, right? I'll give you the brand new controller out the box. And he was like, no, dude, we don't need to do it. And I was like, bro, you owe me money, right?
I would have given you the money.
You're not giving me shit. You fucking know.
I would have given you the money.
You're lying.
Whatever. Next day, I'm prepping. My missus is like tidying up. So what usually happens is she'll tidy up and then she takes my son and her and they leave so that we can record in silence or as much as we can. And then they leave and then we kind of like just do our thing, yeah? And then he calls me like 10 minutes before he's meant to be here. And he's like, oh, I can't make it. I was like, what?
Yeah, that's it.
He's like, I can't make it. And I'm like, what do you mean you can't make it? And he gave me some bullshit excuse about his mom and his nephews and da-da-da.
What's the truth, damn it?
I'm afraid, all right? You want to hear me say it? You want to break me down? All right, I'm afraid.
And I was just like, yo, what? Look, and I kept saying to him, like, I look forward to seeing you later. Like, I was texting him, like, saying, like, you better bring my money.
Give me the money. Give me the money. Okay.
And then obviously he then calls, he tells me he can't come. So anyway, he bitched out on us.
Yeah.
And then I have this thing about commitment, so I was very much like, nah, dude, like, I want to be your friend, but you need to, like, you know that the whole thing is the worst part. I was even willing to let him off the money completely, and even the embarrassment, just to have him acknowledge my superiority.
You still refuse to accept my godhood. Keep your own god. In fact, this might be a good time to pray to him.
Right? That's all you need to do. Just say, I'm better than you. Take the knee.
You sound like Roman Reigns.
Yeah, acknowledge me. Yeah, this is the bloodline. Like, you needed to acknowledge my superiority. I'm the tribal chief, and then we can move on with our lives. And he wasn't willing to do that. He said he was willing to break up an entire podcast and friendship for the sake of his pride.
I'm retarded?
And obviously, Joe, you had some choice words about this.
I can't remember what I said at the time, but I thought that was a bit despicable.
That one there was a violation.
It's I don't know, if you promise to do something, you should follow through, man.
Yeah.
Damn straight.
But you know what it is? It's accountability. If you say you're gonna do something, you do it.
Yeah.
And furthermore, if you make a bet, just accept that there's
Honor
a
your
50-50 chance you could lose, and just accept it.
Yeah.
I will never be as good at a video game as you are at Tekken. But I said I am fairly close.
Meat Boy.
There are children who ain't born yet who are better than me. Right? But I'm fairly good at certain other games, right? Street Fighter being the game I'm the most good at.
Best in, yeah.
And that similar thing happened to me at university 2 years ago. We had in our university bar, we had this massive projector screen, and the guys who ran the bar they'd just be like, listen, you bring in a console, or if we don't have it, or if you bring in just the game, you can play it on the big screen. So one of my classmates,
that's sick, by the way.
No, because they have other
That's
bars.
sick.
Yeah, they have other like booths with TVs there. So we're talking about video games, and classmates talking crud. Oh, I can beat you at Mortal Kombat. This is PlayStation. This is the last Mortal Kombat on PlayStation 3. This is Mortal Kombat 9. He's like, oh, I can beat you. And I was like, listen.
Oh, you better slow your roll, big fella. This is the original 5 Fingers of Death right here.
I was like, there's a difference in age. I've been playing Mortal Kombat since Mortal Kombat. I've run the gauntlet. I know what I'm doing.
These streets
right?
for a while,
right? I know what I'm doing. So you might win, but you probably won't. That's what I say. It's like you might, but you probably won't. So we play each other at that. The dust him easy. Right? I dust him easy. But he's okay with that. He's like, Mortal Kombat's not really my game, but I just thought I'd beat you. So alright, fair enough, it's fine. And he was like, but I'll destroy you at Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Oof.
I was like, I doubt it. Keep in mind, I've never played this game.
We're winging it, Jerry.
But I've played Marvel vs. Capcom 1 and 2.
Right.
So I'm expecting complete the same controls, everything. And I'm just like, I doubt it, but okay. We play that game. Now, when we play that game, it's on the big screen. When we played Mortal Kombat's in a booth, so no one can really see us with us. Play on the big screen, we're playing, and I'm like trying to pull out moves that I'm like, this is this character's move, and it's not working. And he beats me good and proper. He gives me a good solid dusting.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, see, I told you, I'll take you at anything. You got lucky in Mortal Kombat, I'll take you at anything. Alright, cool, no problem. Then Street Fighter 4 is out. So we play Street Fighter 4, big screen. And I tell him, I said, listen, Street Fighter is my game. I've been playing Street Fighter since Street Fighter 1.
You're playing on this girl's court now, okay? So you're playing by her rules.
Are you the coach?
I am the coach. I'm the coach and I'm the point guard. I'm the 2 forwards, the center, and I'm the other guard. The entire organization.
It's my game. You won't have a problem with this one. Nah.
Love that shit.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Now, to this point, all our classmates have now know that it's one apiece. I won Mortal Kombat, he won Marvel vs. Capcom, yeah. It's the grand finale. So they all come to watch.
It's about to go down.
So this is about, not all, but this is like maybe 15 people are watching us battle. And we play Street Fighter. And I say to him, I'm going to give you the business with my character.
Who do you use?
Depending on the Street Fighter, but usually it's either Akuma, Ken, or Rolento. So Akuma, Ken, or Rolento.
Cheap. Right.
Wow. You are so cheap.
Right? But I say it's one of those three. And I say to him, I said, I'm gonna dust you with this one guy. And after that, you can pick who I dust you with. I'm that confident. And he's like, alright, yeah, we'll see what happens. We play, I pick Akuma, I pick Ken. And I just neatly folded him like a and sent him down the river.
So just what are you trying to prove here, Chief Running Mouth?
Then he's like, oh, whatever. And I was like, you pick who you want to get this smoke with. He's like, alright, fine, pick Sakura. Happy to. Dust him again.
Yeah, of course.
Then I'm like, who's next? He doesn't want to start picking. Other people start picking for him.
Damn.
And they're like, oh, this dude. They're like, oh, Sagat, Blanca, this one, that one.
Dead.
And I said to him, I was
dead.
Him, her, him, bodies.
He just losing. He won 2 rounds over the entire time we played.
Oof.
By the way, just to let, for people who don't play fighting games, you have a match, and a match can be made up of 3 rounds or 5 rounds.
Yeah.
Right? So he probably won 2 rounds out of maybe a 5-round match. I'm assuming you're 5 rounds?
No, we were just straight 3 rounds.
Okay.
We didn't have enough time to change, like,
but
it was just straight 2 out of 3 falls. He won 2 falls in, like, he won 1 fall in 1 match, and then way later he won 1 fall in another match. And that was it. I said to him, and the thing is, here was the worst one. Because I said to him, you know what I told him I had a rule with my friends who play video games. Right? And the rule is when we play each other, Chris, you know this rule, and don't get upset. If you're playing as Dan and you get hit with Dan's fireball, you automatically lose.
By the way, Dan is a very shit character.
Yeah, like there'll be a clip of like a regular fireball, and then a clip of Dan's fireball,
and it'll come right now.
Okay. So when you see that, now you understand. Now you are aware. If you get hit with Dan's fireball, if you claim to be a good Street Fighter player, and you get hit with Dan's fireball, you deserve to lose. So I say, you get hit with that fireball, you automatically lose. Are you cool with that? Yeah, I'm cool with that. Are you sure you're cool with that? Because you've been getting you picked apart for this whole thing. And I'm sure I'm fine with that. Alright, let's go. We're playing. All I'm doing is blocking. Block, a little jab. Block, a little jab. And then it got to that moment where I was like, nah, you're gonna get it. I gave him 1 damn fireball. And he was like, no, the fight's not over.
It's over. Nothing is over.
And I was like, okay, fine. I whooped his ass with that again. Right?
Game over.
And I was just like, see, this is why you don't talk shit.
You shouldn't have been talking shit.
Yeah, it's when you beat someone with an undesirable character, or that other people see that as undesirable. That used to be Dalsim in the day. That was the undesirable character.
Yeah, but if you know how to use
if you know how to use Dalsim, you will end people in very interesting ways.
Very interesting ways. I know there are people who could easily beat me in Street Fighter. Like what I did to him, there are people who could do that and worse to me.
Mm-hmm.
I've played in a tournament.
Dude, I want to play you in Street Fighter.
We do need to play it at some point.
Yeah. I got Street Fighter 4. I got Street Fighter 5. I like
6?
I love, no, I don't have it. I didn't want to spend my money on that.
Okay.
Right.
Fuck
But
that
yeah,
game.
that's the thing. Is like, you don't know how good someone is unless you have seen them play.
Mm-hmm.
You can gauge roughly how good someone might be based on your experience with them and their experience with games. I know you're going to be good at Street Fighter because I played you at Tekken, and I'm like,
No, dude, I can't. Do you know what? I'm okay at Street Fighter. Sasha's played me on Street Fighter, and he felt that rage. But when you're like, oh, I'm using Akuma, that means that you know how to use Akuma. I'm like, okay, I hate Akuma for that reason. So, yeah, I reckon you'll body me. To be honest, I reckon you'll body me. But I want to play it anyway because I want to see what it's like.
But it's fun to play, right?
Yeah.
When you're just like I don't mind if I win, I don't mind if I lose. It's fun to play. But when somebody's giving you all that talk, and then they get beat, it reminds me of like old basketball videos where you like see interviews with old basketball players and they talk about what it was like to play against Michael Jordan or Kobe, and it's like, oh, the one time this rookie was on the team and he was guarding Jordan, and he's like, oh, I thought Michael Jordan was supposed to be the guy, and then everyone else on the team is like, shut up, don't, shh, he'll hear you, right? And then it's too late because they look across and Michael's like, alright. And then like the final quarter of a game and Michael's like, oh, I've got 40 points in one quarter, and you're like, you could have won this game, but you had to open your mouth, right?
You need to shut the fuck up.
You know, it's things like that. And I was like, sometimes people just gotta be, just keep your mouth closed.
Yeah.
Do you know who Forrest Griffin is?
Forrest Griffin?
Yeah. The fighter.
Yeah.
So he one time he said, I heard him say something. I thought it was quite prophetic, which was, he's like, sometimes I don't like fighting nobodies because sometimes a nobody just hasn't arrived yet.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, that's so true. Sometimes you may underestimate your opponent because he ain't known to you, but he comes in and fucks you up.
Yeah, you're looking at it like thinking.
By the way, can I just say to the guy who I was telling my story about, you know who you are.
Those of you who have gone up against us and survived, and you know who you are.
Right? See how I said, I reckon you'll body me, and how I was humble in my response to Neil? That's how you deal with that. That's how you go, yeah, I'm not gonna talk shit to him because I can gauge by just the way he's speaking to me that I'm like, he knows what he's doing. And I don't want that smoke.
It's hard to play.
Yeah, it's the ego thing, man, ego.
Yeah.
But just to finish off, by the way, sorry to interrupt, just to finish off that story, me and that guy, we're actually really cool now.
To that I say, all right.
He apologized, and I actually, to be fair, and I will say this, some of it's kind of my fault, and I'll tell you why. Because when we played online together about 9-10 months ago, I do this thing that when I play computer games, specifically Tekken, with people that I don't know, I always play very, very conservatively. So I actually let them win, because I find that when I play at my best, people don't want to play with me.
Fuck this.
Yeah, I noticed.
Because I'm very good. So people don't want to play with me, and so they're like, "Oh, I don't want to play with you. You're too good." So I usually let people just like have a few rounds, and like I'll still come out on top, but I'm gonna make you feel like you worked for it, right? And I think so. I think when me and him spoke, I think I did that to him. Because he was like, I thought I could beat you because we played before. And I'm like, did we play before? And he's like, yeah. And then he told me what happened. And I was like, that sounds like something that I do.
It sounds like something that I would say.
You tussled.
Yeah, I didn't do that on purpose. Yeah, but I didn't do that on purpose. I let him get some wins in because I wanted to keep playing.
Good. Adaptation, improvisation. But your weakness is not your technique.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, maybe that's what I did, and that lured him into a false sense of confidence.
Yeah.
That he was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna fucking destroy him now. And then he was like, and on top of that, he was intoxicated on various other
He had a little liquor in the
narcotics,
system.
let's say.
I said, goddamn. Goddamn.
There are some other things involved in his decision making that led him down this road where he owed me money.
Show me the money.
and like it was very much like Uncle Phil being like,
break out Lucille.
Jeffrey, break out Lucille.
Jeffrey?
Break out, Lucille.
Because when you were talking shit, I was like, okay.
Shot shit, get banged.
So,
that's the Lucille's the snooker.
The snooker cue.
the pool cue, yeah. Jeffrey, break out Lucille.
It's nice when he puts the shot when he's eating the sandwich.
Yeah. Which, by the way, he doesn't actually do, because if you look at it, it's actually a weird cut. Yeah, because he actually skims the ball by accident, so it doesn't look very good.
Right.
I know, because I used that clip in an edit, in last episode's edit when we were talking about the 90s.
Yeah.
It was right at the beginning of that episode where you're like talking about the 90s, you're like Fresh Prince, and I used that clip.
Lucille.
And because obviously I edited that clip, I can see what was actually done to it. But so that's me and him, we're cool now. He knows he's not. I mean, like, obviously, like, we're doing a great thing together. So what we're doing here, and we've never really discussed like guests or anybody. But if there is somebody like Joe Rogan who wants to come on the show, we'll make space.
Such an offer, only a madman would refuse.
Yeah, it's a pretty big surf.
Yeah, it's a pretty big surfer. We can make space. We'll buy another camera. We'll do a 2-camera shot. It's like Joe Rogan or Donald Trump.
I'm gonna come.
If any of those guys want to come on the show, would you be alright with that?
Yeah, I think we have a conversation.
We can break our guest rule for those guys.
It's a wild card. Flies by the seat of his pants. Completely unpredictable.
This is a future episode. I just want to say it's really weird that shit that Donald Trump did.
What?
It doesn't matter. You just put the asterisk anyway.
Oh yeah, it's really weird he did that, and you're just like.
It's really weird how he became president before the presidency was due to be elected.
Yeah, right.
How did he do that?
Don't know. Oh, and just going back to an earlier question about a lethal weapon. It is actually. The final fight happens on Christmas Eve.
Oh!
We know that. I know that because when Gary Busey comes through the door and he's like, "What day is it? Today is Christmas."
What day is it?
What day?
Goddamn Christmas!
But
right.
I wanted to know when the film starts, like from the start to the end, if it ends at Christmas Eve, because when the day that they meet, as in Riggs and
they're
Murtaugh,
selling Christmas
the day
trees.
that they meet, it's Christmas.
Yeah.
And in fact, the day that we meet Riggs alone is Christmas, because they're selling trees.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because he's doing a drug deal at Christmas.
Oh, you mean the period of Christmas, or Christmas Day?
No, Christmas period.
Okay, yeah, you're absolutely right. So yeah, and on the next day he has dinner with Murtaugh's family. And so
he has Christmas dinner with them.
Yeah. So that the I think the last image of that film is them having dinner.
Christmas dinner, yeah. And he invites the dog in.
Yeah.
What a great movie.
The dog wows out with the cat.
Hey, you mind if I bring a friend? Of course you bring a friend. Hey.
Yeah, what a great fucking movie.
Yeah.
Do you think Riggs fucked Myrtle's daughter or what?
Nah.
No.
I don't think so. The way
I hope he did.
the way the character is, he was too much into his wife. He's into his wife all the way up until 3, until he meets
Rennie Russo.
Rennie Russo.
4, remember?
Even in 4,
Even
at the end,
he's married to her.
Yeah.
He's like
at the grave, right?
Yeah. At the grave, and he's like,
yeah, that's right. Yeah, it goes right to the end. Yeah.
Turns up, and he's like
the frog
about
thing.
The frog.
Yeah.
Froggy. Yeah. So, true. I wish he would have though.
Well, she ends up with Butters, or not Butters.
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 It is Butters.
Yeah. Butters.
Chris Rock.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
Do you know what? I was like, when he's arresting that guy, and he was like, "You have the right to remain silent, so shut the fuck up."
You got got the right to remain silent, so shut the fuck up, okay? You got the right to an attorney. If you can't afford an attorney, we will provide you with the dumbest fucking lawyer on earth. If you get Johnny Cochran, I'll kill you.
That I was like,
bro, that film's still good, man. All there's no, you know when you watch like certain films, like series of films, you're like, there's like this
No
one's
dip.
not the good one.
Yeah.
There's no dip in Lethal Weapon. All of them are just as good as the next one.
Yeah.
Because they're all directed by the same guy.
Yeah.
Same cast.
Same cast. Same. Maybe is it even the same composer?
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone's the same. So it's
Yeah.
like that's why they're all good films.
Yeah.
By the way, what's our time check?
We've got 10 minutes left.
10 minutes. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Can you do me a favor? Just I don't care if we keep this in. Don't bother me. When you do it, can you do it over that light? Just move your hand over that. Yes, just like that. Just so I can see what you're doing.
Gotcha.
Because this part.
Yeah, it's dark now.
I can't see nothing.
Yeah.
But also, my hood is like covering some of my peripheral vision.
Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha.
By the way, little known secret. It's another Christmas gift for you. Me in this mask, I see nothing. Nothing.
How did you just do that? I'm a really good lawyer.
I can see lights. This light here is blocking a lot of my vision out. So yeah, I see nothing. But it's a small price I pay for you guys not to have to look at my fucking ugly face.
It's hideous.
You're welcome.
You know what? So as we get into it, right? Because obviously, you know me, I'm watching like a film a day for Christmas, right? I watched 2 films recently, or like I think it was like day 9 and 10, or day 8 and 9. I watched, right? I watched A Christmas Story.
Remind me which one that one is.
A Christmas Story is this kid Ralphie who like he wants the rifle for Christmas, and it's like the story of him trying to get this rifle for Christmas, and his dad's not having it, and his mum's not having it, and every like cockamamie scheme he comes up with to try and get it fails miserably.
Never seen it.
Alright, well it's a very cool film, but there's a reimagining of it that came out a couple of years ago called 8-Bit Christmas.
So do you know what that sounds like? Just an FYI. That just sounds like me trying to get pussy when I was a teenager.
Baby, come on now, come on, please. You go, no, stop it. I just stop. She said, baby, come on, please. Now, come on, stop. Will you stop? Oh, stop. That's simple. Can we please stop? Are we gonna go too far? I want to go too far. Come on now, baby. Stop.
Yes, pretty much, right? But there's another version called 8-Bit Christmas where the kid wants a Nintendo. He wants the original NES. And in that, I relate to that one a lot more because obviously it's about Nintendo.
Of course, yeah.
Right? Now, what got me thinking is, what was the Christmas gift that you wanted the most as a kid? And did you get it or did you not get it?
Game Boy, and I got it.
Game Boy, and
I got a Game Boy Color,
right,
with Pokemon Silver, and I got it. But then my Latina mother got very upset with me maybe like a year later or whatever.
No. Wait.
And threw it up against the wall and broke it.
I know now why you cry.
Well.
Yeah.
Tough beat.
Yeah. Console.
Anything, like the gift that you wanted the most, and did you get it?
Yeah, I kind of did, but in a very backwards manner. I wanted Ultra Magnus.
What's that?
Ultra Magnus is a transformer.
Okay.
And
you guys are a bit older than me. So
yeah. And so we were in no position. My mum wasn't in any position to do that for me. We couldn't facilitate that, but some way, somehow, she managed to do it.
That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's the MVP! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
And I believe it was my brother Wayne at the time who came back from the army, who kind of helped Mum get it for me, and it was really I was very happy. I was very happy.
Imagine.
Yeah. It was a coaster because you couldn't get Optimus Prime anymore.
Do not grieve.
You couldn't get Megatron.
How do you feel, mighty Megatron?
All of those after the movie,
boys, they were gone.
Yeah, they're all gone to say, okay, what's the closest thing to Optimus Prime? Ultra Magnus. Okay, how do we get Ultra? How much is Ultra Magnus? Ultra Magnus is 45 quid.
Wow.
It's too much for my mum to ask.
It's a lot, man. It's a lot.
Yeah, it is, especially in 89 or 1990 when whoever the fuck
Bro,
asked.
both of you have seen what my kid's room looks like, right?
Oh yeah,
yes,
yeah.
Okay, and he has all of the toys. You know this motherfucker, yeah?
Fuck them kids.
He walked in here and he's like, yeah, so I want this, and just started listing shit.
What do you want for Christmas, young fella?
I want an Xbox with all the games. I want all the new gear. I want a new Lex with a bagging system and chrome feet on it.
And I was like, and you know, the dumb part of me is like, I'm like, okay.
Right. Yeah,
I'm gonna buy it for him,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah, yeah.
Because he's 6 and he's my kid and I love him.
Mm.
But at the same time, I'm like, the fucking cheat, right?
yeah. It's like, here's my list.
You know how much shit
kids
I had
get
to
away
put
with a
up
lot
with
of
to get a fucking Game Boy for Christmas, and then lost it after my mum lost her temper?
Emotional damage.
Nah, because you know what? It is exactly that. When I think about it, I look at my niece and nephew, who I wouldn't say that they're spoiled, but they get spoiled. Because I will move heaven and earth to get them something that they want when I know that they want it. Because I remember when my mum it was her, me, and my older sister. I obviously as a child didn't realize the struggle, but I know that my mum did some fucking sacrificing to give us the best childhood that she could, and we had an awesome childhood. The thing I wanted was a Sega Mega Drive. Sega! And I got it at Christmas, right?
Wow. That's a special gift, sir.
And here's the thing. This is what makes it wilder. Is me as a man. This year, I think it had to be this year because now we're in December. I looked up the price of a Mega Drive when it came out, and when I looked at that price, I was like,
Hey yo, what the fuck?
You spent this much money on me?
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell?
Mega Drive is expensive, man.
I went home. I don't live at home. I went home and I hugged my mom.
Mother, there is no other.
Because I was like, you sacrificed for me.
Yeah, I did the one things that I loved about my mum, or just any that from that time period when you want something, it's like you don't feel right for asking for it. It's like, could I?
Yeah,
I want this.
Like now, I don't ask. I ain't asking for shit.
You know what I asked for this year? What have you asked for this year?
Nothing. I ain't asked for anything.
I don't celebrate Christmas anymore.
I asked for socks. Well, because hold on, all right.
You know what? You know when you was a kid, getting socks was like
the
like
fucking
cold.
Yeah.
It was like getting cold, right?
Yeah.
Now somebody buy you socks, you're wearing them the next day.
And to this day,
I needed these socks.
Well, okay, so listen, you guys know me.
Yeah.
I kind of like buy whatever I want to buy whenever
Yeah.
I want to buy it. There is no real financial restrictions on me when I want to purchase an item. I just buy it, right?
Yeah.
I'm the worst person to buy stuff for, because you can't buy me a gift because I've already got it. That's why I always tell people, don't try to surprise me with a gift, because chances are if I don't have it, I don't want it.
Right.
Right?
That makes sense.
Like, does that make sense? Like,
No, that makes a lot of
unless you've told me about, like, so to speak, like, I always tell, like, my missus or other family members, like, communication is key. You must communicate with me so that I know that you're not wasting your money twice, right? Because I may already have it or may not be interested in it, you know? That's why when I spoke to my missus and she was like, what do you want for Christmas? I said socks. Because I go through my socks. So I'm like, I will fucking ruin socks all the time, and I like wearing white socks. So I was like, just get me some socks. I'm wearing white socks right now. So I like wearing socks. So just get me socks, and that literally will make me happy. And like, it's just funny the older you get.
Things that were a punishment are now like a privilege.
Now I could do that. I'm excited about dumb shit. I'm like, we have a new like when we got a dishwasher, I was like, we have a dishwasher.
I can always use a good dishwasher.
I'm so happy we have a different. We got a dryer. We have a dryer. Oh my god, that's so cool. I get happy about little gadgets like that, as opposed to like, I don't know, dude. I have this like new phone, right? And I'm like, the moment everyone's like, oh, iPhone 15 Pro Max, I'm like, yeah, cool, I got it. It's the same.
I mean, you're not wrong, but you didn't have to say it. I mean, good lord.
It's the same.
It's like it does. It
does exactly the same. That's what we filmed this on, by the way. We filmed this on an iPhone. So, because we keep a real budget around here, you know.
I'm broke, nigga. I'm broke.
We're delinquents.
I don't know. In a lot of porn, they use iPhones now.
Well, yeah, that's true. I want to get a nicer camera though. I want to give these people some production value. But then you also think,
look behind us. There is production value.
that's £1,000 phone, right? So, so anyway, but yeah. So, but that was that's like that's what I'm asking for Christmas. It's just socks.
Or the what's the Apple goggle thing called?
Oh, Vision.
Introducing Apple Vision Pro.
Vision, yeah. If someone gets you that for Christmas, that'd be interesting.
I wouldn't wear it though, man. I just wouldn't wear it. I just have like, for me, like an accoutrement of me having, like, if my entertainment is based on the fact that I have to wear another item, I'm not interested. Dude, I had the VR headset, right?
Yeah.
So Bloomer's got it for me for Christmas, like when it came out.
Yeah.
And when it came out, scalpers had that shit on lock, right?
Right. Yeah.
So I know she paid premium cost for it.
Right.
And I used it maybe a handful of times.
Shit.
Because it required me to like
put it on.
Yeah.
Put it on, and then I was also super antisocial, right? Because
Right.
like now you have this thing on, you can't talk with your friends next to you and shit.
Yeah.
So it's like it's you know, so that the vision thing, like I can see that being really cool if you live in a small place and can't afford a television, because you could put that on, and then you can like simulate like
like whatever.
a whole cinema, right?
Yeah.
And like I can see it being useful to some people, but also just fuck no, dude, no.
Yeah, I've never really liked being encased in something to experience something. I've always.
How do you guys feel?
Yeah. I like what James Cameron's trying to do.
His name is James Cameron, the bravest pioneer. No budget too steep, no sea too deep. Who's that? It's him, James Cameron.
He's trying to figure out
hologram without the glasses.
Yeah. Just
3D, sorry.
Yeah,
3D
3D without the glasses. So it's a shared experience without putting any peripheral on your head. So the moment he comes up with that would be a massive game changer.
My favorite thing is how porn just took it and ran with it, though.
Yeah. Oh my god, VR.
Like,
yeah.
POV is like one of the most famous like one of the most looked at sections now in porn.
Yeah.
Before it used, I think it's like cream pies is still number one, and then like POV, like moms, milfs, matures, all that shit.
Yeah.
And like trannies is really moving up too. Which
So
I was looking at that.
What?
So I was interested in like not tranny porn, but I was just looking at like what is the most watched thing. You know what I find really interesting, statistically speaking? The majority of gay porn is viewed in places like Pakistan and Muslim countries.
way.
Yeah.
Bruh.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, the majority of gay porn, like, sorry, no, let me rephrase that. No. So the majority of porn that is viewed in that country is gay porn.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
so they took like what the internet porn searches are in places like Pakistan and Saudi Arabia and stuff like that. And the majority of that porn viewed is homosexual oriented porn.
Wow.
And over there, it's illegal to be gay, right?
Yeah, that's right. So that's gonna be.
That's fucking hilarious, dude. By
That
the way,
is hilarious.
what's our time check?
2 minutes.
2 minutes. Okay. What's the actual time?
58, 24. Oh, the actual time.
4:26.
4:26.
Oh,
okay,
that's almost
we're gonna
perfect.
wrap this up because I know you gotta be somewhere.
Yeah.
So I don't want to take any more of your time. But listen, I just want to say to you guys, Merry Christmas. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being on this journey. Well, I know it's only episode 6. But thank you so much for being on the journey, putting the time in, putting the effort in, and I really appreciate it. Merry Christmas to you guys. Merry Christmas to everyone at home. Thank you so much for watching. Even if it's just one person that watches, we still really appreciate it because we have fun doing this.
Yes.
So we really appreciate all the subs. everybody involved, everybody who's like out there talking shit, everyone who's happy, everyone who's not happy. Fuck you, we love you, everything. Merry Christmas and Merry New Year. So that's from us here at the Delinquent Chronicles. And I've been El.
I've been Neil.
Jose.
Merry Christmas, guys.
We're out.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. And a Happy New Year.